Okay, so we were told, according to some of the videos, that this transmission mount was really pretty easy. Maybe if you take all this stuff off, but I would not. I would just take the item that you get from the store, just this one piece. And the one thing that you're going to need to do is when you take off the bolts and you have the lift the transmission's really not going to move much. You're just bringing it up, so taking a little bit of the tension off. And you're going to need a breaker bar to go in here and also to go in back here to push this forward. You can't do the engine, you can't push anything pretty much around unless you got a big breaker bar, and I just don't think that's, the transmission seems to be living a life of its own if the other mounts are still on it. So put the back bolt on first, put this one on second, and that one on last, and it will usually follow and do well. And of course, you use black tape reversed to keep the bolt from falling out of your socket, and then you tighten this last. You can see we cut this battery box out because this bolt comes all the way out over here. Don't do that. Take all 5 bolts off the battery mount and it'll come out a lot easier. Just gotta have a lot of patience and make sure you don't strip these threads. If it doesn't feel good and you're not completely centered, back them off and look at, take them out completely and look at the threads. If you see any kind of metal shavings, then you're stripping it. So it's got to be perfectly centered. So you may have to have 2 people to help you.